No, I said Colombian. And don't forget the hobnobs.
Hoes, hoes, give me your hoes. Hoes, yeah, I'm hanging with the hoes. Who'd you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm the Wimpy Pimp. Who'd you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm the Wimpy Pimp. Hoes, hoes, give me your hoes. Hoes, yeah, I'm hanging with the hoes.
Good evening once again, me cuties, groupies and red hot booties. You're watching the Wimpy Pimp show, hosted by my mentally unstable self and fresh from Holloway Women's Prison, Candy Rapper. Helen back. Mr. Pointe. And Penelope Prickstop. Right, my first guest is nothing less than a dancing legend. A man so nifty on his feet, he makes Len Goodman look like a drunken grandad on a wedding reception dance floor. He's worked with the likes of Kenneth Branagh, Kate Winslet, Emma Thompson, Heath Ledger, Robert De Niro. The list is as long as my limo. So please, put your hands together for Hollywood choreographer Stuart Hops.
Who do you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm the Wimpy Pimp. Who do you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm the Wimpy Pimp.
So how are you doing, my grand sir?
Oh, I'm doing fine, thank you, Charlie. How are you doing?
Absolutely wonderful. I'm looking lovely at the moment.
You are. I hardly recognised you.
I'm going for a look between Macy Gray and Gwyneth Paltrow on crack.
Yes. I can see what you mean.
Yes. Well, now, before we start nattering like two thoroughly bored housewives in a rundown bus shelter, so let's take a look at a clip from the 2001 movie A Knight's Tale, which starred the late Heath Ledger, which Stuart here did the choreography for. So let's have it. Delightful memories can you share with us about that chivalrous production?
Well, Heath was wonderful to work with. No, he really was. He was disciplined, polite, unlike certain people I could name who I won't name. I found him absolutely terrific to work with. All the young British actors were marvellous. We had a problem with the leading lady.
A nameless leading lady?
Well, I'm not sure she's done many films after that one. But I was summoned back. We set the choreography and they learnt the dancing, and she was fine in the dancing, but she was having trouble with her costume in a scene where she just had to walk. And I know it sounds very simple, but she'd never been to drama school.
I see.
And she needed a bit of help. So they flew me back and I put books on her head like they did in the old days, and I made her try and sail in her medieval costume, and she did get better.
Well, she was sailing very Rod Stewart.
Very Rod Stewart.
Right. See, the only real dancing I've ever done was once when rival gang members were firing bullets at my feet from the boot of a Cortina.
Oh my dear.
But what first drew you to dance?
Well, I think it was Fred Astaire.
Ah, yes.
I was a child and my grandpa used to take me to every Monday night we used to go to the cinema, and I remember seeing Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, and I remember thinking, oh, I want to do that. I want to dance like that. I didn't really know at the time what it meant, and I didn't know about training and what you have to do in order to become a dancer, because it's a very disciplined and tough.
Yes.
It's not as easy. I mean, those guys make it look. Gene Kelly also made it look so simple.
The master.
It's not simple.
No. Right. Well, Stuart here has worked on many Hollywood movies with many A-list celebrities, teaching them all how to shuffle their plates of meat. So have a glance at these other Stuart Hopps choreography gems. Done a lot of theatre work.
Yes.
Now, I've only been to theatre once, and that was to have the end of me hoover removed from an intimate part of me body.
Ooh.
But tell us about your theatrical days.
Well, I suppose one of the most important productions I did was the Oresteia at the National Theatre. This was 6 hours of Greek, yes, 6 hours of Greek tragedy. It took 6 months to rehearse. It's 3 plays, and it's all in mask work. So all the actors, all male cast, no women in the production, all male cast, and the most difficult thing was to get the actors to be the Trojan women and to move like women. And that was the hardest, because they were all beefy, burly, big British actors.
My kind of bodyguard.
Yeah.
Right. Groovy. I say groovy. Now, Stuart, the time is upon us for your challenge. So, Floozes, what have you got lined up for the man?
Scum dancing!
Okay, Stuart, here we are in the challenge room for your challenge, which is called Scum Dancing.
Oh, strictly?
Yes, very strictly. Yes. Now, before you are a selection of my lovely ladies looking like dubious ballerinas. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a series of questions, dance-related questions, which pertain to historical figures who may be deemed by some aspects of society as being scum.
Right.
Okay. Now, this first question is for you. Now, which one of these brutal dictators banned dancing in his own country on the grounds he regarded it as being sinful? Was it A, that cheeky Tudor, Henry VIII?
No.
Was it B, the naughty Nazi, Adolf Hitler?
Depends who the third one is.
Or was it C, that bane of the monarchy, Oliver Cromwell?
Oliver Cromwell.
You're correct, it was indeed Oliver Cromwell. That's 1 out of 1.
Oh!
Now here is your second question. Which one of these gangster rappers famously took ballet lessons at the Baltimore School for the Arts in the US of A? Was it Mr. Money Supermarket, Snoop Doggy Dogg?
Next one.
Was it B, the late Tupac Shakur? Or was it C, that infamous wife beater, Bobby Brown?
I think it was Bobby Brown.
Oh, I'm afraid it's wrong. It was the late Tupac Shakur.
Oh dear.
But you've still got 1 out of 2, which just means you've won some beautiful lucre and bounty. So let's get back to the pimp couch and see what you got yourself.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
This way?
Okay, Stuart. So because you did so tremendously well in your challenge, you won some gorgeous goodies for you to grab hold of.
Oh, how fabulous.
And pirouette with.
Oh, how fabulous.
And first of all, you've won an architectural book called Preposterous Erection.
Oh, I always wanted that.
If you may be requiring a laxative effect, you've won a whole tin of California prunes.
Do you know what, Charlie? I could do with that.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Next, we have a matching pair of coat hangers, which was stolen from the back of the weaving in Harrods.
Harrods is Holly's favourite store.
And last but not least, if you ever teach Paul Gascoigne how to dance, you've won 12 litres of Jack Daniels. So please, put your mitts together for Stuart Hobbs. He beat the living daylights out of the crowds on Britain's Got Talent. So please welcome Stickman Kieran Gaffney. So Kieran, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm absolutely splendid.
Good to see you, Wimpy Pimpy.
Thank you, sir.
No
yes, lovely. Right, well,
loving
you...
the hat.
Oh, I've got several, yes.
Right.
And they look gorgeous on me, girls.
I've got to get one.
Yes, they go on eBay for about £2 grand. That's only if it's me personally. Sell them.
I'll have to sell my junket and then I can buy one.
Wow, you've got a deal, sunshine. Well, let's talk about Britain's Got Talent.
Yes.
How was the show for you?
It was brilliant, yeah. It was a great experience. I wouldn't have been, obviously, if it weren't for Mum and Dad, so they gave kind of a big booster. Obviously, I went on the first show when I was 12. I was back in 2009, I believe. I performed solo, got through to the reveal day. I didn't quite make it past the reveal day, which was kind of a pushback for me. But my mum did that thing, which all parents do again. They signed me up with a band this time. Obviously, because before I was in a band with my mum and dad called Mixed Emotions.
Right.
It was kind of a guideline for me. They gave me a guideline to the musician's career, you know, to try and give me a booster. So I kind of went down that path of performing, and then basically we went on as a band. It didn't quite make it, obviously, as a band, but they kind of wanted me back, which was a bit of a let go for mum and dad, but like, obviously, I was well up for it. As you can see on the tape, I was just like, yeah, brilliant, I'll definitely go in. So, but my mum and dad gave me quite a lot of support throughout the show, so I went right through to the semi-final. I won the semi-final result, came first semi-final, and then I came straight through to the final in 2010, and I came third, so it's a brilliant experience for me.
You're blinding, there's no stopping the boy talking. I love it. Right, so I've heard through the pimping gangster grapevine that you've been touring with dance act Diversity. Is this true? And what can you tell us about it?
Yes, it's very true. It's a pretty cool story actually. I was basically sat down in my bed it was about 2:30 in the morning. I was playing GTA, and I was actually, I'll tell you the whole story. I was playing GTA at 2:30 in the morning, and I was making a car in the garage. And normally I get like, you know, a little bing through on your phone just to say someone's followed you, etc. And it said Ashley Banjo has followed you. And I looked and went, no, it must be a fake account, you know what I mean? So I went on it, checked it out, and it was a real Ashley. And then a couple of minutes later, I followed him back. He private messaged me saying, "Hello, Kieran. My name's Ashley Banjo. I'm the leader of the dance group Diversity. Would you be interested in coming on tour with us?" And I had to text him back saying, "Is this the real Ashley? Could you please FaceTime me back, or at least call me back?" So I ended up calling him and went to rehearsals, and it was real Ashley. And we went on a 2.5-week tour around from the O2 Arena to Newcastle, Scotland, Dublin, O2. It was brilliant. It was the best experience. This is my second tour I've been on. The first tour was Britain's Got Talent. The second was Diversity Limitless, and the third tour, they've asked me back to go on tour with them again this year, at the end of this year. as Limitless the reboot, so it's going to be brilliant.
Stunning stuff, so that's all coming up in the future.
Yes, yes.
You'll still be drumming away.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've had a wonderful little chin wag, you and I, but it's time for your challenge. So ladies, what will Kieran here be doing?
Pimp's got talent!
So Kieran, here we are in the challenge room for your game, which is called Pimp's Got Talent. Now here is the lovely Mr. Pointe. She's going to present you with the Pimp dumbbell.
Gracias, thank you very much.
Now all you've got to do is you'll have 30 seconds, which somebody around here will hopefully time, to do as many pull-ups as you can within that time period of 30 seconds. Now my main man bodyguard, he can do about 150. But you don't need to extend yourself to that kind of bicep league. So when you're ready, we'll go. 3, 2, 1, you're on! Keep going lad, lovely. It's as strong as an ox. Biceps in a few sticks. Jesus Christ. He's going at it like John Bonham from Led Zeppelin. He's on it.
You're slowing me down.
It's Keith Moon going in.
This looks so
Jesus Christ, what's happening here? Anyone know how much time we've got left on the clock? Nearly there. Oh, fabulous. Yes, we rounded up the clock and you've exceeded the amount we wanted to do, which means you've won loads of prizes, Gaffney son. Now let's get back to the couch and see what you bagged yourself.
Let's go.
Okay. So Kieran, you did so amazingly well in your challenge, you won a huge selection of gorgeous goodies.
Oh.
Now let's take a look at what they are. First of all, you've won a compelling book about the life and times of Lee Harvey Oswald. You've won a bottle of baby oil, which promotes skin smoothness and also improves the experience of lovemaking. Thinking of having a politically incorrect tea party? Well, why not play music for the guests with this Alan Johnson CD? And last but not least, you've won a one-man tent because after this show is broadcasted, you may find yourself rendered homeless.
Thank you very much.
So please put your hands together for Kieran Gaffney.
Yeah, I'm hanging with the hoes.
From the world of politics. Her brain is loaded with fabulous policies underneath her gorgeous curly barnet. So please clap your hands and shake your bling for Labour Party politician Clair Hawkins. Evening, Hawkins.
Hello.
So how's planet Earth been treating you lately?
Planet Earth's pretty good, thank you. Yeah. Out knocking on lots of doors, talking to lots of people, finding out what people are really concerned about.
Oh, marvellous. Although I must apologise there for suggesting that Claire is some kind of extraterrestrial. As I can confirm that she's not visiting planet Earth, she is actually a congenital resident. So, before we get chattering together, let's see a clip of Claire wowing the masses in Manchester for BBC Parliament.
Thank you. I am thrilled to have been selected to front the campaign for my home constituency, a constituency of the White Cliffs, the former East Kent coalfields and the port of Dover, which is still hanging under threat of privatisation, something the people of Dover and Deal will not accept, and the Tory-led government must not allow. Tories, when in charge, have generally signalled bad news for jobs in Dover and Deal. Closing the pits in the 80s, restructuring at the port in the 90s, the loss of thousands of jobs at nearby Pfizer. And right now, many people and families are suffering from the failed economic policies of the Tory-led government in Dover and Deal. A constituency...
Very impressive. Very impressive. So when did you first develop an interest in politics? And why have you chosen the Labour Party in particular to support?
Okay, well, I have been interested in politics from a very young age. My parents have been involved as well, and they used to take me out, I think, to deliver all the low letterboxes. But I got involved, I joined the party when I was about 15 because I wanted to join a movement that would make change, that would improve inequality, would deliver social justice, that would do something really beneficial and positive for health and education and to give people positive life chances.
Wonderful. I see, my darling. Clear as a proverbial crystal. Now, the general election is coming up soon.
The general election?
Yes, sorry, the election, yes.
That's the one.
The general election is coming up soon, so what social issues will you be focusing on to make sure that you triumphantly grip it?
Well, when I speak to people, they tell me that the prices of everything are going up, but wages are not. People are really struggling to pay their bills. Childcare is really costly. Fuel prices, energy costs, transport costs, all going through the roof, and these need to be tackled, and people need to be paid a living wage for the work that they do. Something that I'm really keen to see is stopping 0 hours contracts, which a lot of people in this area are finding that's all they can get work in, and people need decent employment, paid a decent wage to live a good life.
Absolutely. Wonderful stuff. Now, you made a very magnificent performance on the Sunday Politics show. So, let's show the viewers just what I'm banging on about.
Okay, now let's get you, Claire Hawkins, to position yourself like this. Jeremy Birch, the Labour leader of Hastings Borough Council, says that for his area who are bidding, Hastings has become a cultural beacon in the south east and nationally. Every justification aiming for this cultural status. The town is on the way up, he says. Let the whole country recognise that. Can you beat that for a positioning statement?
Maybe not today, but I think it is really exciting that East Kent is going for this. We've got such a range of cultural, artistic and heritage venues and sites and exciting things that go on in East Kent. But I'd really like to say that at this time, when we're seeing funding to the arts being drastically reduced through the Arts Council, through local authorities, and at a time when Michael Gove is deprioritising art subjects in the way that he is, and we're seeing creativity and expression pushed to the side, I think it's really important that we are valuing the arts and culture.
There I was thinking that you were going to agree on something. I guess that'll be the last point of your programme.
So what is in the political pipeline for you, Claire, and where do you see the Labour Party going in the next few years?
For me, hopefully, in the general election next year, I will be elected the Member of Parliament for Dover and Deal, which is my home constituency, where I was born, where I was brought up, where I live and where I work, and where I passionately care about. So I want to represent the people as well as I possibly can. And for the Labour Party, delivering on our pledges, because I think people are losing and have lost trust a lot in politics and politicians, and we need to make sure that we make promises we can keep and deliver on those promises, so people have got better chances, better employment prospects, and a healthier and more prosperous life.
Wonderful stuff. Very, very proud to have chatted to you. But right, Claire, the challenge time is here. So ladies, what's this lady going to be subjected to?
This bit's politics.
Right, Claire, here we are for your game, which is called This Bit's Politics. Now, you're seated on a chair, which might appear to be an ordinary household chair, but it's actually called the Throne of Pimp Wisdom. Now, I'm going to put to you a series of political questions pertaining to the world of politics. Now, if you suddenly suffer from spontaneous brain freeze, merely utter the word pass and we'll move on.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Here we go. What colour would the front door of 10 Downing Street be after it's been painted white?
White. White.
Correct, yes. Multiple choice. Which of these beverages did Margaret Thatcher infamously ban in schools? Was it A, milk, B, water, or C, sex on the beach?
Well, Margaret Thatcher, the milk snatcher, stole the milk.
Marvellous! Well done, 2 out of 10. True or false? Former Prime Minister Tony Blair was actually born a woman called Antonio Blairo in Naples, Italy in 1961.
False.
Correct! God, 3 out of 10. Have you done this before? What is the first letter of John Prescott's first name?
Oh, that'll be J.
Well done again. Blinding streak of luck you're having. Multiple choice. Now, during polling day, do the British public slide their votes into a ballot box, a jack-in-the-box, or into Samantha Fox?
Into a ballot box, I hope.
Correct again. This is absolutely wonderful. Now, I think you might have one last question here, your final question.
Okay.
Multiple choice. Which of these female MPs do I find most erotically appealing? A, Anne Widdecombe, B, Diane Abbott, or C, Edwina Currie?
Ooh.
It's all riding on this one.
Okay.
Can you achieve perfection?
I'd say Diane Abbott.
Oh, damn it, woman! I've got a bit of a thing for Anne Widdecombe, so that one was incorrect.
Oh.
But you still got 5 out of 6. So let's get back to that pimp couch and see what this politician has got. So, my political princess, let's take a look at your prizes. Now, if you do any European speaking tours, you've won an audio CD of GCSE Spanish. You've won an entire packet of antidepressants on prescription to help you deal with your appearance on the show.
Thank you.
If Tony Blair gets his guitar out, why not make a party of it with his selection of line dancing covers? Oh, wow. And finally, a briefcase containing 10 grand in counterfeit notes.
You take it. You take it.
Very noble. Very philanthropic. Right. So, you met the lady. So what you need to do is get out there on polling day and vote for the Labour Party and Claire Hawkins.
Yeah, I'm hanging with the hoes.
Right, well once again, we're nearly at the end of the show. And we can't hang about because we've got a job to do, which involves a One Direction concert and some petrol bombs. But before we shoot off, check out this musical act. He's a lad doing one of his own numbers called Nightclub Nightmares. Please welcome Jack Bowden.
Thank you very much, everyone. My name's Jack Bowden, and this song is one of my own called Nightclub Nightmares. I hope you like it. Lie down, a night out, end up alone, and dry mouths and 20 pounds down, and no one answers their phone. Messy messages missing the point. The one you love is with another boy, and your friends all seem to lead to a friendly cash machine. It seems to agree that your night is incomplete. the entrance there's a potential sign. You might have gone and caught a couple girls' eyes, and that'll justify your £9 to get inside. And in a sentence you could sum up the night, but why do that when the music's shy and chance of a fight excites your little drunken mind? And you know you shouldn't ought to, but you can afford to get the first round in a naughty water, and someone's daughter's probably staring at you. And you'd never be the sort who would get up and walk from a little peer pressure, love to talk the talk. Well, you're at the right place, get that girl said she thinks you're cute. And we all know where you would rather be, tucked up in bed with the girl of your dreams. But I love it when the beat drops right on cue. Yeah, I love it when the beat drops right next to you. You wear a lot more makeup than you used to, and that was probably something he said to confuse you, make you feel like you're nothing at all. You drink a lot more Jaeger than you used to, I guess it makes it easier to seduce you. He'll use you till you start to fall. And you can get that down, your best friend found you with your knickers down, kicking round the bouncers, getting in for free. And you can see her again on it, police car bonnet, the vomit, and she'll be taking anyone as she wanted, but she ain't having me. No, you ain't having me. Cause I love it when the beat drops right on cue. Yeah, I love it when the beat drops right next to you. And now you'll wait on the night to end. Get loud, start a fight with your best friend. And now you'll wait on the night to end. Get loud, nightclub nightmares again. Lie down, a night out, end up alone.
Nice one, Jack. Great to have you on the show. And we'll see you next time.
Ho, ho, yo, ho. Ho, yeah, ho. Who do you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm a Wimpy Pimp. Who do you think you're talking to? Just say my name, I'm a Wimpy Pimp. Ho, ho, give me your ho.